Yes, oh yes, we're on. And that is what I drove 8 hours for. Man, what a stunner. Well, g'day guys, hope you're doing very well. Man, can you believe it? We have finally got some sun. You little ripper. I feel like we have not seen the sun in months, eh? It feels so nice to have that autumn sun out on the skin. So yeah, we're looking forward to this weekend. Come out to a place I've been to probably about a year and a half or maybe 2 years ago. It's a bloody long way from home. It took me about 7.5 or 8 hours to get here. But yeah, I'm out here chasing Murray cod. And last time I came here, the river was in flood and had absolutely no luck. I didn't even get a single bite all weekend. But this weekend, the river's looking a bit better. It's not as low as it usually is, but it's not too bad. It's not as bad as it was last time. So I'm hopeful. But look, even if I don't catch anything, it is such a gorgeous river to come and explore. When I was here last time, I just fell in love with it. It's really beautiful. So definitely worth the drive. So how about we get on our way? We'll probably walk on this track for another K or so, and then we'll drop down to the river, and we'll just go explore that until we find a nice little place to set up camp for tonight. So yeah, hope you guys stick around for it, and it's gonna be a really good one. Man, I'm loving the bushland around here, eh? It's really unique. You've got nice open grassy areas amongst the trees. You've got grass trees or xanthorrheas growing, you've got cypress pines, you've got eucalypts, and tucked amongst it all are granite boulders everywhere. It's really cool. Kind of reminds me a bit of America. It's like if the Sierra Nevada and Aussie bush had a baby, this is what you get. Not bad at all. Oh man, what a cracker of a day. What a gorgeous spot too. Such a beautiful river. Definitely a lot lower than it was last time, although it's still moving pretty fast, eh? And it's pretty dirty. From what I've heard, this is usually meant to be a pretty crystal clear river. But I guess we've had so much rain everywhere recently that the rivers are just all churned up. But look, it's definitely a lot lower than it was last time, so fingers crossed we'll be able to catch ourselves a cod. But anyway, I'm going to have a bit of a look around here because this is the area I camped at last time. I think I camped just down there from memory. So I'll have a bit of a look around here, but if I decide I don't want to camp here, then I might try and make my way up the river because my original plan was to go up to that corner just up there, and I think there might be a campsite up there, but just got to see whether I can walk up this side of the bank because I know it turns into a bit of a gorge up there. Well, I might have to cross over the river and make my way up that way, but we'll go down and check this spot first. Yeah, so this is the spot I camped last time, just in this little grassy part here. You can tell the river's been in flood because there's lots of sort of sand and little stones all over the grass. And also I'm pretty sure the bank was a bit further out last time. I think a lot of that's been washed away, but look, you can still definitely camp here, plenty of room. It's nice and flat and a very beautiful spot, but we'll go for a bit of a wander around and see what else we can find. pretty spot. One of those spots where you can just sit here all day and be content. Crack open a beer or pour yourself a nice gin and tonic. Just sit here and fish or go for a swim. It'll be a very nice day. But yeah, so I think it's a pretty good option for camp for tonight. Obviously you are pretty close to the river, so you've got to be careful that the river doesn't rise, but I checked the weather report this morning and yeah, it says there's no chance of rain whatsoever for like the next week pretty much. Nice and sunny, and this whole catchment area there's not meant to be any rain, so I don't think the river's going to rise at all. And there's also some really nice spots here to roll out the bivvy or the swag. You just put it there or over there. This thing would be such a nice spot to have the fire here, just looking out over that. With all the stars in the sky. It'll be a very nice camp. So I think that's probably what we'll do, because I think it's about 2:30. So if I was to make my way up the river and go to that original spot I wanted to go to, I think I'd be a little bit rushed because the sun sets at 5:30, so I've only got about 3 hours of light left. So I don't really want to be too rushed this afternoon, so I might just chill here, and then tomorrow we'll go explore up the river. Wow, it's a little turtle. That is so cute. That is absolutely tiny. It's probably about 5 centimeters long. That is absolutely adorable. Wow. This beautiful little turtle. He is tiny. He is so cute. Look at him go. See you, buddy. He is adorable. Alright, we've got some time to kill, so I might go for a quick little cast and see if you have any luck. Like I said, I've never caught a Murray cod before, so if I can just get one on the tally board, I'll be one very happy man. After all, I did drive 8 hours to try and catch one of these things. Now, I bought the spin rod with me this time. I'd love to try and catch them on with a fly fishing rod, but I follow a few guys on Instagram who did go fly fishing for them, and it looks so fun. But I figure I'm still a newbie to Murray cod or gudu fishing, that I thought I'd just bring the spin rod this time. Plus I didn't have enough time to order some Murray cod flies because they need some big flies apparently, and I left it too late. So what I find really funny, you told me a few years ago that I would be driving 8 hours to go catch a fish, I would have laughed at you. I cannot believe the amount of effort that I put into going out fishing these days. I honestly think that's probably one of the things I enjoy most about fishing, is it just gets me out there and explore new places I never would even consider going to. Like, if it wasn't for fishing and wanting to catch Murray cod, there is no way I would ever come to this national park, I don't reckon. So I think that's one of the best things about fishing, And like, I know some of you guys aren't the biggest fan of the fishing videos, but to be honest, if it wasn't for the fishing, I wouldn't be coming to half these places. So I think it just it's a benefit for you guys. It shows you guys other spots that are out there that you might not really even consider if it wasn't for fishing. So it's funny to think about. Right, now if those are interested what kind of rig setup I've got, I'm running 20-pound braid for the line, and then for the leader I've got a 20-pound and a 30-pound fluorocarbon. And then for the lures, this is what I bought. So I actually don't have a tackle box big enough to fit these, so I have to put them in this little sack here. But I've got these sort of diving minnow and crankbaits here. I've got a little mouse, which I'm pretty keen to see how it goes. This other surface lure, which I'm also keen to see how this one goes. And then I've got some chatterbaits and some spinnerbaits as well. So nice little variety. I might start off with probably this little crankbait here, and we'll see how that goes. Well, it looks like I got a carp feeding on the bank just here. I wish it was a Murray cod, but unfortunately these bloody carps are everywhere in our rivers. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Gone? Nah. Damn it, had a strike. Alright, well, no luck unfortunately, but I did see a big fish smash the surface right up in that end pool, so maybe tomorrow we'll give a surface lures a go. But for now, it's about 4:30, so it's probably about time we head on back to camp and actually get camp set up, and yeah, we'll get the fire going as well, and yeah, pour ourselves a nice big gin and tonic. So how about we head on back. Like I said, I'm not going to worry about a tarp tonight. I'm just going to roll out the crimp to your bivvy and that should do the job. So I'll just quickly show you guys the new quilt that I got. This is Alton's new quilt, and it's rated to -5, I think, and I think it weighs around about 900 grams, or just under 900 grams. So I haven't used it yet, but just from the quality, it looks really nice, eh? So yeah, keen to see how it goes tonight. I think this is to be really well throughout winter.
Started slow, like a tree grows out in the open. These things don't grow on the nights long and keep old in the morning. Nothing more can make it speed. Nights are long, the day's getting short. Hold her close, father to borders. All things that grow slow can go so fast. Softly the nights fade away.
Alright, you know what time it is? Gin and tonic time.
Times of me seem slow, but goes fast, just like an airplane.
Alright guys, cheers.
Constantly so gentle, change far beyond these no more nights with the headlights to help you slumber. Signs you kept up
Alright, time to get some dinner on. So for tonight we're just going to make up a little steak sandwich again. So it's got some sourdough bread here. This is a lamb chop. Got some mushrooms, red onion, got some feta, some basil pesto, some olive oil. We've got some truffle oil to add to the mushrooms, and we've also got some balsamic vinegar to add to the red onion. So yeah, very keen for this. So let's get it on. I reckon that steak's probably about done. I'm just going to add some truffle oil to the mushrooms. Alright, reckon you're about done. Alright, so just got some basil pesto. Just put that down. So we've just got some feta here, so I'm just going to pop that down. And next up, the caramelized onion, followed by the mushrooms, and lastly just the lamb. We just toasted the top of the bun. Let's put that on. Now we'll put this in the pan and we'll get it on the coals. Oh man, this is looking so bloody good. I am so keen for this. This looks so good. It's like an absolute feast. Oh man, that is delicious. That is so tasty. Wow. And so many stars out. Even with the full moon out, there's still so many stars. And also with the light putting into my face, I can still see stars. That's good. So, I think on that note, I'm pretty keen to turn the camera off and get that light out of my face so I can sit back and enjoy the fire, enjoy the full moon, enjoy the stars, and enjoy the serenity. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys in the morning. So how's this for being fancy? So this is a new cereal or oats that I got yesterday, and this is actually Kakadu plum, which is bush tucker from up north. It's got like quite a tangy taste to it, which is really nice, eh? Well, good morning guys. Now, I've camped in some pretty nice places in my time, but this place is particularly nice. It has such a nice feel to it. It's just so peaceful and tranquil. There's so many birds flying around. You've got this beautiful river just flowing by. These gorgeous granite outcrops here, and yeah, beautiful casuarinas around me as well. It's just such a beautiful temperature as well. Honestly, this time of year, April, oh, you cannot beat a day. It's just beautiful autumn weather. I'm absolutely loving it. It's really nice. Bit of an interesting night last night though. Got woken up at probably about 3 o'clock or something to the weirdest sound. Probably one of the weirdest sounds I've heard in the bush. It, yeah, definitely stopped me in my tracks. I was like, where is my knife? But I wish I could describe the sound. It was such a strange one, but I don't know what made it. Like, I don't know if it was an animal or whatnot. I'm half thinking I might have even dreamt it. But so I didn't hear any animal like sort of made the sound, and I didn't hear anything like wander off after it. It was only about 1.5 meters away from the bivvy. It just made this really strange sound, and then nothing. So I don't know. It's probably bloody aliens or something like that. So, a very strange one. I was just trying to lay my bivvy, trying to be so still, and also trying to feel around for a knife just in case I needed it. But yeah, just made one sound and that was it. So very strange. I've just got my gear just drying out now. There's a little bit of condensation inside the bivvy, which just goes to show no matter how much money you spend on a bivvy, like that one's made out of Gore-Tex and costs an arm and a leg, you still get condensation. Like, it's not too much, but just a little bit. So I've just got it drying out in the sun. And yeah, so probably pack camp down soon. We'll start making our way up and yeah, go for a fish. I tried a little bit of a fish this morning, but not much luck. I think I did hook into a carp. Like I hooked into something and pulled up to the surface, but then it shook the lure out. But I'm pretty sure it's just a carp, so yeah, no great loss there. And yeah, fingers crossed we can get a murray cod today. I just want to catch one and I'll be so stoked. That's all I want, just one. So yeah, fingers crossed. Now because I'm just going to use the same setup tonight, I'm just going to keep all my sleeping gear, like my mat, my quilt and my pillow just inside it. And I'll just roll it all up as one. It's like a swag. So I'm just using one of these spinner baits, so let's see if any luck with that. Right now I'm a massive novice when it comes to murray cod fishing, as you guys know. So still not quite sure what kind of structure I'm meant to be looking for. I think I'm meant to be looking for sort of big boulders and snags. I also don't know whether I should just be casting out into the middle of the the river, just in case there's probably submerged boulders as well. So any of you Murray cod fishermen out there, feel free to give me some tips if you have any. And also, how long should I sort of stick with the same lure? Like I've still got this spinnerbait on. I'm thinking I might try and change it up. I'm not sure how much you should change up lures, or you just be persistent with the same one. All right, we're going to change up my lure. I'm going to use one of these diving minnows. See how this goes. Man, what a pearler of a day. It is absolutely gorgeous out here. I can just see a carp down there. Oh, there's a massive carp just there. It's a monster. Wow. Oh, there are so many body carp in this river. Such a shame. Oh no, got snagged. You're kidding. Oh, there we go. All right, because we've got a lot of bouldery structure around here, I'm just going to change up the lure to one of these surface lures and see how that goes. Well, the fishing is very tough today. I haven't had a single bite. I've changed up my lures like 6 times already. Yeah, not a single bite. So not quite sure what I'm doing wrong, or whether it's just the quality of the water, because it is pretty dirty, and from what I've heard about this river, apparently this is usually pretty crystal clear. So that could have an issue, but also could just be my terrible fishing. So who knows. Anyway, I'm going to make my way up into this little gorge here with the waterfalls and stuff up. Looks like it might be a little bit tricky trying to walk the bank here, so I might have to go climbing up in the mountain and then back down. But the spot I had on my map, so I do want to camp, is right up in the corner there. So yeah, we'll go check it out. It's getting close to lunchtime, so we'll go for a bit of a walk and then we'll stop and have some lunch pretty soon. Man, this river looks so fun to pack raft. I think I'll definitely have to come back here one day with the pack raft and try and run it. It looks so fun. Alright, well I think this is the end of the road here. Look at that waterfall in the distance. That is a monster. But yeah, this cliff just comes straight down to the water, so I can either swim across, like put my bag inside the tarp and wrap it up and then swim across, or I can try and go up over this hill here and yeah, come back down the other side. Right, I decided rather than swimming across the river, I'm going to go climb up on top of this cliff here and then walk along and then drop back down to that potential campsite. Oh. Oh, she is steep. Oh, my goodness. That was tough. Wow. Oh. My goodness, that was tough. That was really steep and really slippery, and trying to carry a camera with a tripod and this bloody fishing rod, that was difficult. I kind of wish I just swam the river now. But I think I'm at the top now, so I'll just yeah, traverse across the ridge here for a couple hundred meters and we'll drop back down the other side. And I really hope it's a lot easier than coming back up. But benefit of coming up here is just have a look at that view. Really nice. Alright, I reckon that rock looks like a perfect spot to have some lunch. Far out, what a view. I'm actually kind of glad that I slogged it up here to see this. It's really nice. An eagle up there. Let's get some water into me. I am so thirsty. Can't get over how much of an American feel this place has. Like, it really does feel like you're hiking through the Sierra Nevadas. All these like pine trees and stuff, and having the granite. It's got a really nice feel about the place, eh? So me and Matsy went on that packraft trip. He brought this along, but we didn't end up eating it. So I thought I'd bring it out on this trip, and bloody hell, it is so delicious. So it's biltong. The brand's called Barbell, and man, it's just really nice quality biltong. I'll get some out for you. It's just really nice biltong. It's probably the nicest stuff I've had, especially out of a packet. Bloody hell, really good. So yeah, if you guys are into biltong, check out Barbell. And this isn't a plug at all, I'm not sponsored. I just think it's really good, and on the back of it, I think it's just a couple of young blokes who started up, and they're just talking about how, yeah, cutthroat the meat game is and to support it. So I thought I'd give them a bit of a shout out. Really nice. Good stuff, guys. Far out. What a view. So nice just to camp up here, eh? Imagine like sunrise and stuff over these mountains. That would be pretty epic. But where I'm thinking about going down is just down the bottom there, in that little corner. I'm hopeful there's a sandy beach to camp on. What I can see on satellite imagery, it looks like there's a sandy beach. So fingers crossed there is, because if there's not, it's been an absolute slog for nothing, but I'm hopeful. Oh no, you are kidding me. I just snapped the tip of my rod off. The lure got caught on a little branch and just snapped it. Bloody hell. This is like a new rod. I only bought this a couple of months ago. Oh, you idiot. I should have taken the rod apart. I was just being lazy. I didn't realise it was going to be such of a slog to get up this mountain and back down. I thought it was just going to be easy. But I really should have taken this apart. Bloody hell. Not a bad spot. The only thing about here is I don't know if the water's moving too fast for Murray cod to be hanging around here, but we'll give it a go. It's nice when the sun hits the ridge up there. All those rocks up there look so cool. Alright, well I've been walking for way too long, so I'm gonna get this pack off and get some water into me. Well, I'll tell you what's funny. So, just at the end of this pool, that's that point where I couldn't go any further before, and I had to then cut up and go over the top of the mountain. And that's that big waterfall just here. So, it's crazy to think that that took me like, gosh, what, like an hour and a half to get over here, where it's only about 100 meters away. That is just insane. I would have been better off just swimming the bloody thing. That's crazy. Maybe tomorrow I'll swim it back. Oh, bloody hell. What a spot. Waterfall, the mountain in the background. Bloody hell. It doesn't get much better than that. That is so good. Oh, I'm absolutely spewing that I broke the tip off this rod, eh? I'm hoping once I get home I'll be able to fix it, but I don't reckon I'll be able to. Looks like I'm probably going to have to buy a whole new rod. Like, it's just the tip part, but because it's a travel rod, probably means you have to buy a whole new rod, which is pretty annoying. But anyway, yeah, probably go for a fish again in a sec, but to be honest, I'm not that hopeful, eh? Like, well, fishing all salvo and then this morning as well, and didn't have a single bite, so, except for a carp. I got a few bites from a carp, but apart from that, yeah, pretty frustrating, but look, still a beautiful place to come and explore and just go for a fish anyway. Even if you don't catch anything, it's still nice to be out here, so can't complain too much. But anyway, we'll get this set up, we'll go for another wander up that way. Hopefully we can find some nice calm pools, because the water around here is moving so fast, so I'm hoping up that way there's probably some nice calmer pools, and maybe we'll have better luck up there. Well, it's a little bit tricky up here. The water's pretty fast flowing. There's not much still water, and from what I understand, Murray cod like to hang out in still water, so it's a little bit tricky up this end. Well, if I was fishing for trout, this would be ideal. There's so many great little eddies and little runs around here for trout, but unfortunately there's no trout, so we've got to try and find those little hidey holes for the cod. Well, not much luck. It's not really the best spot to be fishing, to be honest. I kind of wish I just stayed where I was last night, because that was a really nice spot and lots of good still pools around there, and yeah, really nice camping spot as well. Whereas here, it's just too much moving water. Like, there's too many little rapids everywhere and there's no big pools, so little bit disappointing, to be honest. Slogged it pretty hard today to get here, and yeah, it's just not paying off, unfortunately. Hindsight's the bitches, and I just wish I stayed where I was last night. It was such a nice spot, and yeah, anyway, it is what it is. So how about we make our way back? The sun's about to set below that ridge. It's probably about 4:30, so I've got about an hour till it gets dark, so let's head on back.
So started the middle of December. Slowly departed the house of my father once more. Well, I started on the road, I know now where it leads, where it goes. And all I've been told is somewhere I'll find my home. Down along the road wearing thick clothes, snow coat, still cold. Lost all my words and I lost my faith and my hope. Well, I've been losing sleep as my mind sinks to the deep. Am I burning out? Praying on my knees as I'm running out.
And this sand, it's so rough, eh? So I got myself a nice little mat to sit on. I think it's time for a gin and tonic. I think this is well earned after today. Absolutely buggered, eh? I feel like I haven't even travelled that far, but I'm just exhausted for some reason. Now that is a nice big gin and tonic. Well, cheers guys. That is exactly what I need today. Honestly, that has hit the spot right there. Well, today didn't really go to plan, unfortunately. I was so hopeful I was going to get a fish today, but it just wasn't in the cards for me, unfortunately. I must have cast out like 1,000 lures at the thing, and I couldn't even get a single one to bite. So I do not know what I'm doing wrong, but maybe Murray cod fishing just isn't my thing. Maybe I should just stick to bass and trout, perhaps. I was so hopeful. Don't know what I'm doing wrong. Although the bloke who suggested for me to come to this river, he said usually this is like crystal clear. Apparently you can sight cast Murray cod. So maybe the fact that both times I've been here it's been pretty turbid. Maybe that's got something to do with it. Maybe the fish are just shutting down. Who knows? But anyway, it's still such a nice place to come and spend a few nights. Like, I honestly really love this national park. It's, I don't know, just so interesting and unique compared to what I'm used to. It's just a really pretty place, eh? It's got such a nice vibe to it. So, even if I don't catch a single thing this weekend, I'm still more than happy to be out here, eh? It's even worth the 8-hour drive to get here, so. But, catching a fish would be a bonus. So, maybe tomorrow morning. Alright, well, probably about time to get some dinner on. Tonight I've got ravioli to cook up and I am so keen for it, so yeah, let's get that going. Yeah, so just in this little container, got some ravioli, then we've got some sweet potato, some zucchini, some sage leaves, some garlic, and then some butter. got a little bit of that truffle oil left, so I just might add the rest of that onto it. How good is that? Looking under a full moon. It is such a nice night, eh? Alright, well, I think this is done. So let's get that off the coals. Oh my goodness, this looks so tasty. Well, good morning guys. Another beautiful day out here today. There's not a single cloud in the sky. It's so nice. Just had some brekkie, just packing camp down now. Just got everything drying out again because once again there's a fair bit of condensation this morning. And then yeah, we'll start making our way out of here. Haven't quite decided whether I'm going to go up on top of this ridge and then hike over, or whether I'm going to go down to the bottom of that waterfall and then just swim across, because yeah, it's only like 100 meters or so to swim, so might be a good option. Or I can even just swim across here and then just walk down and then swim back across. I don't know. Haven't quite figured it out yet, but we'll get camp back down and yeah, we'll go suss it out. Well, very impressed with this quilt. Like I said, the first time using it and I was so toasty. So really happy with it. Alright, we might just have a few quick casts here. We'll see how we go. But yes, oh yes, we're on. We're on. Oh, beautiful. I think it's a cod. Yes. Phew. Very nice. Oh, you ripper. He is a beauty. Okay, mate. Oh, yes. Oh, what a beautiful fish. Oh, I'm so stoked with that. I don't know if you can put your finger in their mouth or not. I'm not sure they have teeth or not. Now we'll just try and get it out quickly. Oh, what a beautiful fish. Now that is what I drove 8 hours for. What an absolute cracker. Yeah, let's give it a closer look. Man, what a stunner. Alright, let's let it go. Alright, well I dropped her. Anyway, she's off. was trying to get the GoPro off the mount to get a nice close up, but she slipped out. Anyway, I'm so stoked with that. Oh, you ripper. You. We finally did it. Oh man, I'm so stoked with that. But 8 hours worth of driving, 3 days of persistent fishing, and to finally land that beautiful Murray cod, I'm so stoked. Oh, it made it all worth it, eh? And man, what a place to do it in as well. Absolute stunner. So, very happy with myself. We'll have a few more casts here, but then yeah, we'll probably get on our way pretty soon. Well, looks like Mr. Goat over there must have saw me catch the Murray cod and came down to, yeah, congratulate me. Thanks, mate. On your way. Alright, so rather than hiking up over this mountain like I did yesterday, which requires a lot of effort and time, I'm thinking I might just try and swim across here, eh? Like, I've got my tarp in my bag, so I should be able to wrap up all my gear in my tarp, which will hopefully keep it dry, and then yeah, swim across to the other side, and then maybe try and fish that rocky bank down there. So I think that's what I'll do. I've never done this before, so we'll see how we go. Alright, well, she's all wrapped up as best as I could. Fingers crossed no water gets into it. And let's see how she goes. It looks pretty chilly in there, but let's give it a go. Well, she floats, so that's a good thing. Oh, that is chilly. Oh, that is fresh. But man, that is so much easier than climbing over that mountain. Oh. Whew. Man, imagine running that thing in a pack raft. Looks like it'd be so fun, but at my skill level, no thank you. That'd be a death wish. Man, what a nice spot to fish. That is a pretty epic backdrop. You just saw a big cod strike the surface over there. Oh, I just had a strike. Yes, I think we're on, we're on. Oh, no, we're off, damn it. Oh, so close. So close, damn it. Alright guys, well I think it's about time we call for the fishing. I've only had like one strike in the last hour, so I think it's about time we pull the pin on it. It's about 1 o'clock, so I've got to get on out of here. So now I've got to strip on down, got to put the tarp around the pack again and then swim it across the river, and then we'll start making our way out. Alright, she's all packed up. Now let's do this. Ew. Oh man, what a view. Look at that. Oh. Right, the current's starting to take me down the little waterfall now, so let's hurry up. Oh man, these rocks are so slippery. Well, that's how you do it, boys and girls. Not bad. Alright guys, well I think that's all she wrote for this trip. Hope you guys enjoyed this little Murray Cod adventure. It has been such a fun trip and I'm so stoked to finally get one on the tally board. It just goes to show persistence pays off. But yeah man, it's such a beautiful place to come and do it in as well, and it's just been such a nice weekend. Weather's been perfect, it's just been a really enjoyable trip. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. As always, I want to say a big thanks to all you guys watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hooroo.